Hey everybody, it's Groovy here coming at you from the Grindhouse, and today we're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes of the new series on Netflix, Arcane. Now, Arcane is based on the game series League of Legends, and I myself have never played League of Legends, so I'm looking at this with fresh eyes, and while I might not be a fan, I am a fan of high quality animation. I'm also a huge fan of Love, Death, and Robots. I like traditional animation, I like CGI animation, I like anthology stories. It's a great blend of stuff. Go check that out if you haven't done so yet. There's 2 seasons also on Netflix. Now today we're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes of Arcane, and there are spoilers. They do drop 3 episodes every week, of which there are 9 episodes, so I'm going to call these third 3 episodes part 1. So we're going to be talking about part 1 of Arcane today. I loved this series. I liked the story of it. Was easy for me to follow. There were a lot of characters which were explaining and expanding this world that I personally have never seen before. There was wonderful character design, good voice acting, good music. It was just all around great. And this isn't something that's toned down to appeal to all ages. This is actually kind of a very serious and mature story, maybe in a Charles Dickens-ish kind of way. This is a very serious and mature story that they're telling. You get that right from the get-go. It starts up with scenes of war and just the horrors of brutality that come with it in a way. And then you just see how it affects our 2 main characters who we meet and follow as they grow up in this world that is rife with friction, different elements. I'm not sure about the game, but it's just great to see that this is a very mature story tackled in a serious way, but also they have time for colorful characters, cute characters, they have time for comic relief, but at the same time, there are very high stakes here, and you get the emotional impact from this right away. The animation in this is fantastic. I love the look of the character designs in this, and I also like the look of the character models in this. The designs are great. I'm sure they've been honed in from the game over the years, but the character models that they use are these CGI kind of models, but they're not quite cell shaded. They have a certain textureness to them, as well as the background, which makes things look more hand painted, right? And there's a lot of heavy line detail and just heavy detail in general in the characters, especially considering that this is CGI. Usually you see that cell shaded style and it kind of creates these puffy kind of cartoon characters. Not here, man. Everything is really tight and looks very distinct. I loved it, and there's a good blend between the Undercity area, I forget what it's called, Zal, I think it is, and then the Uptown area, which was Pit Lover, which are weird fucking names for cities, and I might have those backwards, but I digress. Overall, fantastic story. Good voice acting. The voice acting in this is fantastic. We get to see Fred Taskiori, we get to see Ori Lowenthal, we get to see Roger Craig Smith. Just those kinds of good voice actors, the names that I definitely recognize. I really enjoyed this. I like that they let you know what kind of world you're coming into, like within the first 5 minutes of this. And by the time you get done your first episode and they set up your kind of characters, you're like, all right, let's go. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the world. It is very gritty. The backgrounds are very detailed. They look fantastic, just amazing. I like that everything looks very lived in and very dirty, kind of Star Wars-ish before Disney took over. You know what I mean? But all in all, they also tell this very mature story about these siblings that are being pulled apart by opposing factions in a world that is just much bigger in this much larger machine that's bigger than the 2 of them. It's fantastic. And by the time you get to episode 2, you start to see events from the first episode from the perspective of people that you didn't get to see it before. Things happen. Things get damaged. Instead of seeing one person damage it in the second episode, you start to see the effects of what happens to the people whose stuff was damaged. You get to see the other side of that coin. And I thought that was fantastic for building depth in this show to help flesh out the world and help build up this kind of conflict that I'm sure is baked into the game for years. And then you get to the third episode, and then the third episode really kicks into it, and I'm gonna be a little bit spoiler here, but people started fucking dying. Wow, it was just great, man. Balls to the wall animation. I feel like this year, between What If, Castlevania, Invincible, this show Arcane, that's 4 shows, and I guess Castlevania, is another Netflix show and was a new season of an existing series, but so much good animation coming out that's not anime. And while I like anime too, don't get me wrong, I'm just really enjoying this kind of surge of high quality mature animation from Western studios, right? Damn. But all in all, this is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to watching the next 3 parts, and we'll do a little bit of an update when we get there next week, and then maybe we'll talk about some more spoilers and stuff like that as well. So I'll see you next time for part 2 of Arcane, the new series on Netflix. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I know you're not doing it. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Most of all, stay scared, people, but also stay groovy. Oh yeah, we out.